Guys, if you guys want to fire away and
Not too many hard questions, Lee.
How's Corey Bell adjusted to becoming a wide receiver? I think that's a hot topic. Change.
You know, it's one of those things where defensively they had some guys that were working a little bit in front of him, and coach was like, "Why don't you just take a look at Corey?" So we kept him out to practice one day, and he naturally caught the ball. He ran the ball after he caught it, and great surprise. I mean, he fit in like he's been a receiver all his life. And I asked him, had he ever played receiver? And he's like, "No, I always worked as a DB." But you know, it was a good find, a good move by Coach Brown, seeing that maybe he could help us on that side of the ball, and he did a great job at spring for us.
Anything else stand out about him?
Thank you.
What else stood out about him other than just being able to catch the ball?
Picking up the offense, it came to him. He was up here a lot. You know, Coach Bly talked to him during the break, spring break, and you know, so I got on the phone with him a couple times and was shooting what we were doing to him, and he understood it fast, which is a good thing, which helped him be able to stride through spring ball and get out there on the field.
How much does it help him that he was on the other side and knows how guys defend wide receivers? Does it kind of help him, especially when he gets into situations where he's on those one-on-one battles?
It does. I mean, especially going against Coach Bateman and knowing what they were doing for a couple of days there. He was over there in the meetings, and you know, it helps him be able to identify whether or not it's one high, two high safeties, you know, technique on, you know, what Coach Bateman was doing defensively with the nickel guy playing outside or inside on him. But I mean, it looks like naturally for him it's a fit, because the thing about playing inside receiver is it's a feel of trying to find voids in the middle of the defense, and I mean, I was very, very pleased with how it went for him.
In this air raid offense, ideally, how many receivers could you use in a game?
You would like to have anywhere from 7 to 8, because I mean, totally, you like if you average 80, 85 plays a game. If your main guy's getting 50, there's 30 other plays left out there. Or if they're not separated by much, you know, because to me, whoever starts the game is, you know, they're the starter. But to me, whoever finishes the game is the guy that you want. So, I mean, whoever, you know, there's plenty of competition in the inside and the outside, but if you're the guy and you may not start and you're hot, you'll stay in the game. So, I mean, I'd like to have anywhere from 6 to 8 guys that can play, because you want them fresh, because it is a fast-paced offense. I've been in the system where we ran 105 plays before. So if you got somebody that's 70 plays, you know, they're tired. So if you can put somebody in that you trust for some of that, it makes a difference of being able to go fast.
If you were to play a game today, how many do you have that you'd be comfortable sticking out there?
6.
Jonathan Alexander, News Observer. Is there anybody that you see that's currently kind of stepping up, being that top target right now, or anybody that has potential kind of going into the summer?
You know, they've all made strides this spring. You know, the biggest thing for them was trying to figure me out, figure the system out. I told them, you know, the biggest thing, I don't want to come in and say, hey, you got to trust me, because they didn't know me. I mean, I recruited some of them, so I had to earn their trust. You know, I like what De'Amni Brown showed. I liked what Bo's shown. You know, Antoine Green's shown some things. Daz, Toe, Corey Bell, you know, those 6. Roscoe has shown some good things this spring. You know, to say one's better than the other right now, it's 15 days of practice. So, you know, I've liked what I've seen from the group. You know, the biggest thing from my group is I didn't have to push them and coach them on effort. You know, and that's one of the things from Coach Brown. You know, we don't coach effort. You know, you got to bring it. You know, we all have problems and feel bad some days, but it's, to us, you got to go out there and leave whatever problems that you're dealing with in the locker room, and go out and compete. And we can fix a mistake. We can fix a drop ball. We can't fix your effort and your attitude if it's not right. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
What about, if a recruit asks you about this offense, what it's like, personality of it, what do you tell them?
I've been in this system at prior places. I've seen it produce first-round draft picks, second-round draft picks. I've seen people catch 27 touchdowns in this system. I've seen Biletnikoff finalists in this system. It is a skilled player's dream to be able to know that I can move around and get to grass. Now, your traditional routes are there, the post, the digs, and all those things, but it allows me that if I'm running that post, which 4-step, 5-step, stick it high, and there's somebody over the top of me, I can flatten it off and get to the grass. If I'm a skilled guy and I want to catch the football, this is something that I want to play in. It allows you to have 2 or 3 guys with 100 catches and 1,000+ yards. I've seen it happen. Where Coach Longo, DK could probably be a first-round draft pick, the first pick at receiver. So it allows you to be able to play fast and not have to think a lot about what you're doing. All right, this is a play. This is how I do it. I got to get lined up. The 2 outside guys don't move. We move everybody on the inside. And, it allows them to clear their mind to go out. If they know exactly this is where I got to line up, this is a play that I have to be able to move freely in this system. So it's a skilled player friendly system that, if you're clicking, there could be 2 100 catch guys, over 1,000-yard guys. I've seen it. Coach Longo's seen it. So it's not that we're trying to practice the air raid. We are the air raid. We're not mixing and matching. We're going to line up and we're going to go at you.
When you look for attributes, you got to have great hands, got to have speed, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, instincts are really big for this.
Instincts is huge. Coach Longo uses this. You can go out and find 5 guys that are playing basketball and say, all right, let's go. We're going to go play a game. Then I'm going to take those 5 guys and let them do what they do, or I'm going to go take 5 guys that I'm going to teach in 30 minutes this offense or defense, within the basketball game. Who do you think would win that game? Somebody that's less thinking, that's going to go out there and just play, or somebody's just trying to run a perfect offense versus the guys that are not thinking as much? It allows you to be able to know on this route, I got this play, but there's grass right here, so I can go here. Obviously you want the fast guys that can catch, the twitch and all those things, but instincts allow the system to succeed.
What are you focused on this being your first spring with this receiver core?
Just consistency, knowing exactly what to do, how to do it. This offense makes you, at my group, have to communicate, with the signals. And we're giving them, Coach Longo's giving them the signals. And, if I get tackled, I'm running back because the ball's already set, we're already lined up. So if you don't get the signal, you better run in and ask, what to do. So it puts a lot of things on them, and that's what you want. You want them to be cognizant of what they have to do. I don't know the play. Let me run and go ask. All right, Dash, what is it? What do I got? It puts a lot on them to have to communicate, which lets us know they're thinking. All right, this is what I got to do. This is the play. Let's go.
What has stood out about that so far?
He's a kid that tough kid. Has played ball here. He's one of the guys that we'll count on. He's what you look for in a slot receiver. He's twitchy. He just got to become more consistent. If I'm sitting down with him, and I am today, he's got to be a guy that we have to count on day in and day out to make those plays, tough plays inside. You got to be a tough player to be able to play inside in this system, because we're putting you in situations where a lot of the times you're matched up against a kid that is not as twitchy as those guys are. But he's explosive. There's a lot of different ways that we can get the ball to him. He's shown last year that he can make the big play. He's just got to be consistent. I'm excited for him in this system. I've had a kid in this system that was very, very, very explosive in this system before.
Last one.
Right, did you not mention Bo Corrales earlier?
I did mention Bo.
Okay. I knew there was
I did mention Bo, and you know, outside wise, you look for guys that are like Bo, big, tall, athletic. It's going to be a combination of Bo, Antoine, Diomni. You know, out of those three, and you throw Roscoe in there, and we got some freshmen that are coming in. You know, when the outside guys are going, you know, the inside guys must be doing something right. And if the inside guys are going, you know, and they got to put a lot of attention on the inside guys, you got one-on-one matchups. I mean, and that's what you want as a receiver. You know, you got one-on-one matchups, and Bo's long and can run. You know, the whole group has to be more consistent after the 15 days, which we're going to get them there. I mean, it'll be demanded of them to get to where I think they needed to be. But, you know, Bo's the kid that's played ball here, and we're counting on him also.
Quick, do you think you have what you need right now at wide receiver to run this offense? And kind of leading to that, you see Emory Simmons and some of these freshmen that are going to come in, play a role that will help.
The thing about, you know, Emory has a jump on most of the guys that are coming in because he's been here. You know, we're going to play the best guys, and if that's Emory or the Weldon and Justin that are coming in, they'll play. Do we have the guys who run the system? Yes, but you always want to, you know, we're going to recruit to be better. You know, we're going to recruit to be better.
Thanks, guys.
That's good.